Hi there, my name is Pete Warnock.
And my name is Kalindi Jordan, and we're really happy to be sharing with you a beautiful practice that is connecting the sexual energy with the heart. And this practice can be done with yourself, but it can also be done with your partner. And it's a beautiful way of coming into the centeredness of your being and also coming into a sweet, energetic connection with your beloved.
Yeah, beautiful. Now, our past, our experience comes from our fascination and our passion, which is about meditation, about exploring energy, about exploring breath and exploring sexuality. And we've both been exploring this separately for 25 years. And then when we met 13 years ago, we've been exploring it and it's just been delicious. And we started teaching couples work about 8 years ago because we just wanted to share the beauty and the things that we have discovered worked for us. And it's just a beautiful thing to share.
It was just, when you were talking, I was just thinking about our kind of love of exploring and our love of trying something new. And over the years we've been together, we've actually practice so many different things from so many different modalities. We're both body workers, so we love touch, and there's so much to learn about touch, and there's so much to learn about breath. And we realised that in relationship, all of these things come into play, all of the sense of self-development, self-inquiry, communication is absolute key, and not just verbal communication, physical communication, the nuances of our emotions and thoughts. And so we've just delved in and started to create our own retreats in sharing as many of the beautiful practices that we've explored with you. And so we're just sharing a small one today, but it's a beautiful one.
Yeah, and as Kalindi said, it's something that you can use on your own and you can use with your beloved. And seeing as this is a couples workshop, we're hoping that your beloved is here. And so the first part of the meditation is actually just inside of yourself. And then we'll invite you to connect with your beloved. So I think the best way to start is for you to sit opposite each other. Find a comfy way of sitting. And we're going to do the same.
And just to be aware, you could be sat on your bed, sat on the floor, sat on chairs, whichever's good for your body. There's no point being in any pain in your body whatsoever. So just find a good position for yourselves.
And you do need to be close, not necessarily touching, but at some point you will bring your hands together.
And so with this beautiful practice, obviously with the first time that you're exploring it together, there's a little bit of learning it. But once you've got the rhythm and flow of it, make it your own, take it into your lovemaking. It's a beautiful way of starting to connect with each other before coming into anything physical, or not. It doesn't have to take it into anything physical, but it's a beautiful way of coming into connection. And at one point, I was just going to share about the hands.
Okay.
At one point, because it's easy if I just share it before we go in, I'm going to invite one of you to decide, and so decide who this is at the beginning. One of you is going to move your hands like this, one of your hands, like this. And this is going to be in rhythm with your breath. So as I breathe out, my hand's going to go down. And then when I breathe in,
and I'm going to match her breathing. So I'm doing the opposite breathing. As she's breathing out, I'm breathing in. Then as I'm breathing out, she's breathing in. And so you have to synchronize your breathing. And you can do this with your eyes open or with your eyes closed. It's better with the eyes closed. So if you can breathe in a way through your mouth, because that brings you more into a physically embodied state. And if you breathe slightly louder at first than you normally do, just so you can actually hear each other and you can breathe together. So as you're breathing in, your partner is breathing out. and their hand is tracking where the breath is coming. And that will all come into more understanding when we actually explain it, when we actually come into doing the breath. So the invitation now is for you to close your eyes. Close your eyes. Put your awareness in your breath. Let the mouth hang open, let the breath come through the mouth. Relax your jaw, relax your tongue, relax your throat. And just be really interested with the breath. Really welcoming the breath. And just noticing where you notice it in your body. The places of expansion, the places of contraction, the places of sensation that the breath brings. And you're turning off the logical part of your mind. That won't help us in here. You're becoming intimate with the sensations in the body, without naming them, without judging them, just bringing curiosity. And you're letting yourself enjoy the sensations. And enjoyment is a choice. And now placing the awareness down into your root, into your sexual organs, into your pelvis, into your pelvic floor. And as you breathe in, it's like you're filling that space with breath and with awareness. And as you breathe out, you relax down into that space, into the space inside your pelvis. As you inhale, you're feeling into your pelvis. Your belly is expanding. You're breathing into your belly, your low back, and your pelvis. When your belly's full, you let the breath fall out. And you're just exploring this breath. Breathing down, feeling into the root, feeling into the pelvis, and feeling into the belly. Again, bringing a sense of fascination. And there is nothing that you should be experiencing. You're just putting your awareness and noticing what is there. What sensations are there? All sensation is life. So welcome and enjoy the life that you feel in this place. If you catch yourself thinking, then again come back to feeling. There's no need to work out what is happening. Letting the breath become a little deeper, a little longer, breathing down into the pelvis, into the root, into the sexual organs and into the belly. Letting the belly expand as you inhale. Breathing into the low back. And then when that's full, let the breath fall out. Slowly breathe out. Really savouring every breath. And then moving the awareness up into the centre of the chest, into the heart space. As you breathe in, you're filling your chest, you're filling your heart space. Feel an expansiveness. As you breathe out, you let that just condense.
So as you're bringing your awareness into your heart, let the breath really fill into your ribs. Really feel the back of your heart expand. The physical movement. Feel your ribs expand underneath your armpits and feel the front of your chest expand on your in-breath. And soften on your out-breath. And as you're feeling that physical movement, just noticing what's the feeling in the center of your chest. Letting the rhythm of your breath caress the arena of your heart. As you drop your awareness into the center.
And your jaw is still soft, your throat is still soft. There's no force in the breath, there's no tension in the breath. The breath is an expansion from in the center of your chest. And you're breathing in beauty, you're breathing in wonder, you're tuning into beauty and wonder. You're really receiving the breath. Letting the breath become a little deeper and a little longer now. In the center of your chest, filling your chest. And on the next exhalation, you're moving your awareness from your chest, from your heart, down to your pelvis and your sex. And on the next inhalation, you move your awareness from your sex up through your body into your chest, into your heart. So you're just exploring, moving the awareness as you're breathing. As you breathe in, you breathe up into your chest, into your heart. An expansion into the heart. As you breathe out, that expansion, the energy drops down and the awareness drops down and fills the pelvis and the sex and the belly. When that's full, you breathe in, filling the belly up into the chest. When you exhale, you breathe that back down. And so you just explore moving your awareness and your breath from pelvis to heart and back. And don't imagine it, feel it. Feel what is alive as you move your awareness up and down through your body. And really tune into an expansion. When you fill, there's an expansion that comes up through the body and then keeps coming up through the chest. And then as you breathe out, there's a contraction that pushes the energy down, which then expands through the pelvis. And when you've breathed out, you let go. And it comes back up and you breathe it back up and it expands through your chest.
And you're very gently going to just lift your hands so the palms are facing each other, just either side of your chest. And on your in-breath, as you lift your awareness up into the heart, I want you to take the awareness and your breath a little bit further and let the energy from your heart rise up and down your arms into the palms of your hands. So right at the top of your in-breath, you're going to lift your attention up through the heart and out through the hands and into the palm of your hands. And then as you breathe out, your breath is going to come down the arms, down through the heart and back down to your root. And then repeating from the root, heart, hands, hands, heart, root.
And just noticing if you're putting any tension into this, soften. If you're using too much mental thought to do it, soften. Just follow the awareness with your breath. And then just letting your hands fall down to your lap. And opening the eyes very softly, very gently. And starting to synchronize your breathing. As one breathes in, the other breathes out.
So the one person that's chosen to move their hand in the rhythm of their own breath, this just enables your beloved to know where you are in your breath. So as I breathe out, and then I'm breathing in, my beloved is doing the opposite breath. When you feel you've got that rhythm together, you can let go of the movement of the hand, the guidance with your hand, and just follow the breath. And if you breathe with a little breathy sound so that you can gently hear each other, gently hear each other's breath. And as you're doing this, on the top of my in-breath, I'm reaching my attention up to my heart. And as I breathe out, I'm going down to my root. And my root is going to connect with my beloved's root and go up to his heart. And as I start to breathe in, it comes from his heart to his root, through to my root, through to my heart. So as I breathe in, and as I breathe out, I'm breathing out through my root, up into his root, up to his heart. As I breathe in from his heart, root, to my heart.
So the in-breath, you're breathing from your beloved's heart, down through their body, into your body and up to your heart. And on the exhalation, you breathe from your heart down through your body, into their sex, up to their heart. And because you're breathing in opposite, as one's breathing in and the other's breathing out, the awareness is moving simultaneously. So your awareness is matched. And really tuning into a sense of expansiveness and spaciousness as you're breathing in this way. Again, turning off the logical side of the mind, following your awareness, following your breath, and letting yourself enjoy this. Letting this be beautiful.
And there's no right or wrong thing that should be happening, just exploring what is happening. And you're very gently going to lift your hands again and place your hands palm to palm with your beloved.
And just as you did when you were breathing with yourself, as you breathe in, first you breathe from your partner's heart down through their sex, up through your body, but as it reaches the heart, it expands along your arms to your hands. As you breathe out, it comes away from your hands, down through your heart, through your body and up through your partner and along their hands, along their arms to their hands. feeling into and around the hands, feeling into the space between and where the hands touch. If it becomes uncomfortable, then you can just let the hands rest on your lap, palm to palm.
Just letting yourselves drop, let your shoulders relax, let your body relax, let it be a rhythm, a flow. And of course, if moved to, your palms can slightly start to move. You may want to keep them still and just stay with the energy. But noting that this is also a beautiful way of coming into a form of lovemaking where you're so present in the palms of your hands, in the texture of your skin, and it's the energy that moves you. So you're energizing the touch with your sexual energy, with your heart. It's coming through your hands. It's also coming through your body. And this starts to open you to energetic connection in your lovemaking.
You can really allow the hands to start exploring each other's hands and arms. Still staying with the breath. As you breathe in, you're breathing from your beloved's palms, along their arms, down to their heart, down to their sex, into your sex, up to your heart, along your hands to your palms. As you breathe out, your awareness is moving from your palms to your heart, to your sex, to their heart, to their hands. And initially, there's a lot to take in, and it might be a little bit heady, but it's something to play with. There's no getting it right or wrong. Lovemaking isn't about getting it right or wrong. Lovemaking is about playing with what is here now. And breath is a key to bringing deeper intimacy, bringing more awareness, bringing more love.
Just an invitation is, as you play with this practice and make it your own, to play music that you both love, that takes you deeper into your sense of yourself, and just let it flow as long as it feels right, as organic as it feels, and let it take you, let the energy lead you both to wherever it needs to lead you. And in itself, it may just be complete, and you just may feel complete in the doing of that practice. So everything is welcome.
And then just letting go of this breath. Just looking into your beloved's eyes, in fact looking into one of their eyes. And rather than looking into their eyes, bring your awareness deeply inside. You're still aware of your breath, but you're not driving your breath in any way. And you're seeing from your being. You're not looking for anything. You're just seeing with curiosity from this beautiful place of presence inside. 90% of your awareness is in your body and in your breath. 10% of your awareness is seeing through your eye into your beloved's eye. It's as if you're showing them this beauty inside of you. You're feeling that. And you're kind of giving a transmission of that beauty just by having your eyes open so that they can see through your eye into your beauty. And letting your breath become a little longer, a little slower. If you come into mind, into thought, then just relax back into awareness.
And obviously that can take you into as long as you feel pulled to explore the dropping into yourself, being seen. But as you're looking, you're actually dropping deeper into yourself. You're not looking for anything, you're being. You're being yourself, being your essence. You're not trying to make anything seen. You're not trying to see anything. You're just being here in this moment together with everything that is.
And then just leaning forward and stretching a little bit, connecting with your beloved in whatever way you want to connect with them. And you can explore this. You can explore any of the aspects of this. Take it away, play with it, make it your own, and bring any of these little aspects into any of your love play. It's beautiful. When you're driving, you can bring some of your awareness into your breath. Relax into the body. Bring more presence to everything you do. And when you're cultivating presence and awareness, especially with breath, then you start to tap into a deeper place, a more subtle place, and yet a more surrendered place inside. And this is what Tantra is all about.
So thank you for joining us. Thank you for exploring. If you'd like to explore more, come and join us on one of our lovemaking retreats or one of our online A Touch of Love retreats for couples. Go deeper, expand, enjoy your sexual play, expand in the way you touch.
and play with it. Don't make it serious. So thank you.
Thank
And
you.
we'll leave you to have a beautiful rest of the festival.